Good morning, Rocketeers. It is Wednesday, and we are going to do another read aloud for this week. I did notice that in my video on Facebook yesterday that the song was muted, so I posted a second link for you to click on with the song that I shared. So I'm probably going to have to do the same thing today, but I am sharing them because if we were back at school, I would be showing you these videos before I read these books because they all relate to what we're talking about, and they're extra fun. So please watch the video, and if the sound is not working, fast forward through this part and then click on the YouTube link that's on the Facebook post. And if you're watching this on Google Forms, then everything should work perfectly and you'll have no idea what I'm talking about. But I'll go ahead and play the video and then I'll get started on our book for today.
According to my calculations, we are now approaching the sun. It's getting pretty hot in here.
So hot, I'm so hot. Check me out, I'm hot. Yo, everyone, I'm the sun. I'm made of gas like hydrogen and helium. I keep the earth warm and help to grow food. I shine on the beach on guys who say, I set into the west and on comes night. And then I rise from the east with that golden light. I'm so hot and bright, 28 million degrees Fahrenheit. I make plants grow like trees and flowers, so powerful. Got that solar power, make the deserts dry, make the oceans rise. Don't stare right at me, I can hurt your eyes. I'm just about 1 million miles wide. I'm so big you could fit 1 million Earths inside. I'm the center of the solar system, can't you see? Got so much gravity, planets orbit me. I'm 4.5 billion years old. In Spanish, everybody calls me soul. When I'm not around, you'll be feeling cold. Yeah, I shine so bright with my rays of gold. I'm so hot, so hot.
Ow, he's really hot.
Come on, Storybot, show me what you got. How hot am I?
So hot. The sun is so hot, I used to wear these. Now I'm cool. So cool.
All right, I'll stop that there. Just a heads up, that video actually kind of helped us with a question that I had on the Google form yesterday that I noticed some people were a little bit confused on. So I will be going over the Google form from yesterday in tomorrow's video because that'll be my day 2 where I start on a new skill. So make sure you check that video because I'll go over all the work that you did yesterday. All right, so let's go ahead and start reading our book. It's called Sunshine Makes the Seasons, which is why we watched that video about the sun. It's written by Franklin M. Branley, and it's illustrated by Michael Rex. This is a nonfiction text, even though we see these cartoony people running. This book is giving me information, and it's telling me facts about seasons and the sun. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading. Sunshine makes the seasons. Sunshine warms the earth. If the sun stopped shining, the earth would get colder and colder. We would freeze. The whole earth would freeze. The sun shines all through the year, but we are warmer in summer than in winter. The amount of sunshine makes the difference. The earth spins around or rotates once in 24 hours. That's why we have day and night. When we are on the sun side of the earth, there is daylight. As the earth rotates, we turn away from the sun. There is a sunset and then night. At the same time that the earth spins, it goes around the sun. The earth takes a year to make one trip around the sun. During a year, the length of our day changes. In winter, the days are short. It may be dark by the time you get home from school. It is cold because we don't get many hours of sunshine. As we move into the spring, days become a bit longer. By summer, they are even longer. The days may be so long that it is still light when you go to bed. It's warm because we get many hours of sunshine. After the long days of summer, the days begin to get shorter and cooler. It is fall and time to go back to school. All through the year, the earth has been rotating all through the year, the earth has been rotating once in 24 hours, giving us day and night. And all through the year, the length of darkness and daylight have been changing. The seasons have been changing too. You can see the reason for these changes by using an orange for the earth, a pencil, and a flashlight. Push a pencil through an orange from top to bottom. This was what I was talking about on Monday and trying this out at home. I'm going to be trying this out at home tomorrow, and I will post a video. So pay attention to the directions, okay? Push a pencil through an orange from top to bottom. The top is the North Pole. You can mark it with an N. The bottom is the South Pole. Using a marking pen, draw a line around the orange that's halfway between the poles. That's the equator. Stick a pin in the orange about halfway between the equator and the North Pole. Imagine this is where you live. Turn the pencil and the orange. The pencil is the axis of the orange. The earth also has an axis. There is nothing like a pencil through the earth, but the earth spins as though there were something like a pencil running from pole to pole. Hold the axis of the orange straight up and down in a darkened room. Have someone shine a flashlight on the orange. The light is supposed to be the sun. The part of the orange toward the flashlight is in daylight. The other half is in darkness. The daylight falls on the North Pole and also on the South Pole, even when you spin the orange. Walk all around the flashlight. Keep the sun shining on the orange. That would be the same as the earth going all around the sun. It would be a year. Keep the axis straight up and down. Remember, the axis is the pencil. Wherever you are as a circle, as you circle the flashlight, the orange is lighted from pole to pole. All through the year and all over the earth, days and nights would be the same length. There would be no change in seasons. But we know that that does not happen on the earth. The days get shorter and then longer as the earth goes around the sun, and winter changes to summer. It's because the axis of the earth is not straight up and down. It's tilted. So it's not straight up and down, it's tilted. Let's experiment with the orange. This time, tilt the axis the way it is tilted in the picture. That's the way the earth's axis is tilted. Hold the orange so that the North Pole is tilted away from the flashlight. Turn the orange all the way around and you will see that the pin is in the light only a short time. The northern half of the earth has short days and long nights. Sunlight does not fall on the North Pole. The North Pole has its long winter night. It is winter and it is cold. Keep the axis of the orange tilted in the same direction and go part way around the flashlight. Now the light falls on both poles. It is springtime in the north. Days are getting longer. Without changing the tilt of the axis, move until you are halfway around the flashlight from where you started. Soon the North Pole will be tilted toward the light. It is summer. As you turn the orange, the pin is in the light longer than it is in the dark. The northern half of the earth has long days and short nights. The North Pole has its long summer day. It is summer and it is warm. Keep moving around the flashlight. Remember, always keep the orange tilted in the same direction. You will see that once again the light falls on both the North Pole and the South Pole of the orange. It is fall in the north. The days are getting shorter and cooler too. Keep moving around and you come back to winter. They happen because the sunshine makes the seasons and because the axis of the earth is tilted. The southern half of the earth has seasons too. They are the opposites of our season. When it is summer and we are going to the beach, the people on the southern half of the earth have winter. They are skating and skiing. The North Pole and the South Pole also have seasons. Their winters are cold and dark. The sun does not rise every day. It is dark all winter long. During summer at the poles, the sun does not set every day. For several weeks, there is no night. Seasons at the poles are opposite. When the North Pole has winter, the South Pole has summer. 6 months later, when it is winter at the South Pole, it is summer at the North Pole. Along the equator, it is warm all the time. The temperature stays about the same all through the year. You can see why if you experiment with the orange. Move the pin to the equator. Watch the pin to see what happens as you go through a year. You'll see that day and night are just about the same length in summer and winter, spring and fall. That's good if you like warm weather all the time, but it's also nice to see snow once in a while, to see the flowers and birds of springtime, to go swimming in summer and have pumpkins in the fall. Year after year, the days change and so do the seasons. We have winter, spring, summer, and fall because the sun warms the earth and because the axis of the earth is tilted. So let's find out more about the sun. So these are just some facts about the sun. The sun has been giving off light for the last 4.5 billion years. Light traveling at 186,000 miles per second takes about 8 minutes to travel from the sun to Earth. The sun's temperature is 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit at the surface, and whoa, that is a big number. I'm actually going to pause here because I'm noticing my video is getting kind of long. I am going to take a screenshot of this and post it to the Facebook so that you can read all of these yourself. And that is the end of our book. That's all for today, Rocketeers. In the Google form, I'm just going to ask you a quick, what is one new thing you learned from this text and how you liked the book. But then I also am going to make sure that I post that video tomorrow about how to do this fun experiment with the orange and the pencil. So make sure if you have access to getting an orange and a pencil, and the pen would be really nice. You don't necessarily need it, but it is helpful. Then you can do it at home. So I'll post that video tomorrow. Make sure you answer the questions on the Google form because I'm going to go over the Google form in my video tomorrow. Great job. Thank you, guys.